All right, let's see if everything looks good. I think we're good. This is heat signature. I'm going to be playing it a little bit. Let's see if I can first not die, but also see if I can understand a little bit about how it works, what makes it fun. Hello, Lumicode. I'm good. How are you doing? Let me know if anything's weird with the sound or odd visuals or anything like that. So I'm going to restart the tutorial. I've never played this before. I've heard good things, and I have watched a little bit of one Let's Play, but not much. I'll post a link to the game. It's made by Suspicious Developments. It's on sale currently, which is why I took the opportunity to snag it. So let's restart it. It's basically just right here. This is not how I pictured my retirement. Getting shot over a nebula of battery acid in the ass end of nowhere. But I'm invested now. And there's one last thing I want to do before I quit. Right, let's thrust, shall we? So I'm really interested in stuff like even just the feeling of movement. Is there like a limit to how fast you can go? Or you just keep accelerating? Seems limited. Is there friction? If it is, it's not much. No, I don't think there's anything. It just zooms out. And then I guess it keeps a representation. I'm gonna take some notes during this. So movement. That's weird, it's still picking up my input. Movement. Oh, no, that's not good. I guess I have to go into the menu. Click the mouse and is that right? Yeah. Click the mouse in the direction you want to go. Dock into all the things. Oh, I'm ready for some docking. Click the mouse in the direction you want to go. Does not appear to have any friction. I don't know what this does other than show you where you're aiming. There's an aim assist type of graphic when you move. Well, seems like the map zooms out with increased velocity, but that there is a minimum size for your spaceship. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to see it. Right, let's dock. So movement is kind of tricky because of that. You basically, actually I'm going to just write that down as well. Movement can be tricky because you accumulate a lot of momentum and then it takes a long time to change direction by applying thrust. Change direction or stopping. Okay. Let's dock. Oh, hold. There you go. That's useful. Right, so it takes a long time to change direction, but there is an option to brake. I guess I should probably not write too much down when, oh jeeps, when I'm still in the tutorial, because I might be missing things. That's tricky. Bonk. Oh, that's the dock there on the side. Just being stupid. So when you're this zoomed in, the thruster actually does the slots. Alright, so now we're moving. On docking, you move with WASD. And we're going for that thing. I need this key card. Pause now. Space. You can click items in this list to teleport them to you. So I've got a face breaker. Freakishly fast, light, quiet, and powerful non-lethal melee weapon. Previously owned by your character, Satyr Fiasco. Previously owned? I thought I'm still her. Concussive, knocks people out, unconscious for the foreseeable future, ignores armor, long dash range, quick recovery, quad strike, okay. Oh, that's cool, so you can teleport them to you. That's weird. Is it because this is mine or what? Well, I'm gonna take the concussive facebreaker. Left click the facebreaker to make your main attack. Right. And then it comes up, okay. Space pauses and brings up menu. Click things to assign them to e.g. left mouse. How do I hit? I guess maybe this because there's no enemies. Oh, I can zoom in with the scroll. Oh, that's gonna annoy me. Zoom with scroll. Stand about here. Hold aim to strike. Hold to aim strike. And then, right, okay, that's interesting. So this shows me the range of the thing. And it doesn't allow me to hit anything if it doesn't acquire a lock. Hold the attack button to see your aim. If a valid target appears near your mouse, pretty generous range, it locks on. This removes the aiming graphic and replaces it with a crosshair on the target. Nice. Release the attack button to perform the attack. Okay. And then the attack for melee dashes your character to the target with rapid camera movement and shake. So that's gonna have to make it impactful. Take his gun. Can we... That's interesting. I wonder if there's a limit to where you can teleport things from, or what kind of things you can teleport, you know? So we assign that to our right click, and we style it right over here. Hold aim to shoot anywhere, release to fire anywhere. Pause when he reaches you. Pause now. Okay. Pause a lot. You have as long as you like to zoom, hold shift to move the camera around, and name attacks. Okay. Melee. Okay, is this? Oh, it's in the menu. Okay. I was confused there. Ranged. Does not offer target locking like melee. You can pause the game using space, which kind of acts like bullet time. So like, I'm talking about matrix stuff. So I think it said you can aim and stuff. You can move the camera using shift. Wait, no, that was... Alright, so hold shift. I was actually moving around there. Move the camera using shift. And then, but I could also aim. I guess that was, yeah, that's unpaused now. Yeah, so shooting unpauses. Pick up guard cold star. Alright, you can just put guards down. What's that? Take gun. Picked up gun. So you've got another gun. Same number of bullets. Okay. Things. Okay. Alarms. Guards sound the alarm if they hear a shot, find a body, or see you. If the countdown hits 0, you'll be captured. Taking out the captain cancels the countdown. Pause when you're ready. Okay. What is this? This said something. Things you can do here. So that's another key card. Okay. Hit the captain. Can I pause here and do? Yeah. Nice. Take the helm to fly the ship, or I can take wrench, and then I can just assign that to my left button. So there's no compare, but that was better. It's got like quiet strike and stuff. Okay. Collision sensor. Oh, that's nice. So that shows you the grid of the level. Okay. Take the helm. Let's do that. Set course for Cold Rock Haven. Breaker, I've got the seed ship. I've laid in a course for Cold Rock Haven. This ship can crash the defenses, but you've got to reprogram them from the inside while they're down. I'm gonna throw myself into space now. Meet me in the bar if I don't die. Nice. Throw yourself into space. Yeah. Okay. Design, Code, and Words by Tom Francis. Art by John Roberts. Music by John Halpert. Music by Chris Harvey. Code, John Winder. Heat signature. That's cool. I like that little sound. It's good. Cold Rock Haven has been captured and recaptured 4 times this year. First 3 times, no one who lived there could fight it. This time, one of them can. This time, one of them has a 40-year career in espionage, a breacher stealth pod, and a kinetic face breaker. So it's going to change hands one last time. This time, I'm taking it. Ooh. Alright, so we're going So she just launched herself into space, I guess. Pause. Click to remote control your pod. Okay. Catch yourself. Yeah, I think I've seen this in the Let's Play. Brake will try to match your speed to the thing you're approaching. Right, okay. Yeah, this is a pretty cool feature. I wonder how sensitive that is. That's pretty cool. You can remote control your pod to capture yourself, hurtling through space. In this mode, braking causes you to match the speed of whatever you are trying to catch. So then we're going to go and dock. I can zoom in, but it's like meaningless at this level. Whoop. So I guess, wait, do we have, I'm going to guess that there are collisions. Oh, I docked. I was going to check if you could like just bonk into something going really fast, zoomed out. I was wondering if like they actually ran collision detections at that zoom level, or if you were zoomed out that it wouldn't matter. All right, so we're here. Talk to Breaker, job listings, drop-off points, strategy map, legend retirement, leaderboards. So this is kind of like a menu. Kinds of shops here. Music, yeah. Character select, let's see. Character select, yeah. Breaker Gemini. Holy shit, you're alive. Because you reprogrammed the station defenses right. I get that more than you'd think. Or leave. Let's see that one. Yeah, I'm just surprised when anything I touch still works. Yeah, let's do that one. Good point. Continue. Hey, we have a station. How badass is this lady? I think she's nice. This is going to start something, you know? Other stations are going to want to throw off the shackles like this. 4 factions fighting over this cloud with whoever get their strongholds. This war just ends. That's the plan. Sure you don't want to postpone your retirement and help out? You'd tear through these amateurs. Sure you're analyzing and not just playing game? You know what, Cooler? It's just no way to know. How you doing anyway? Have you played this before? If I just play it, that's okay as well. But I would like to take some notes. She's been shot a lot. Fair enough. So that's it? You're really going to retire? Can't picture it. What are you going to do? Nope, but I've seen people do it. Cool. I have connections. People who have problems, I'm going to help out. Well, they're probably going to come to me with those, but I'll point them your way. Thanks, B. Retire. So now, choose a character for this life. All right. Let's see. How do we know? Like, I've seen this part before, but I guess none of this says difficulty. I think difficulty comes from what missions you choose on the right. So, I don't understand the character mechanic enough, but let's say so. Character. Oh yeah, I forgot you have to. What's this? Character selection. When I'm going to assume when a character dies or retires, you get a choice of 4 randomly generated characters to choose from. Each character has a set of equipment, personal mission. What else do they have? They have equipment, personal mission, and I don't know what that is. Breach or pod? I guess pod stats and pod stats. There's personal mission in top right. Yeah, I just killed the glitchers officer, murdered my mom, rescue my husband from the foundry, steal the necessity object to make enough money to keep my family safe, and rescue my mom from the foundry. So there's a lot of people needing rescued from the foundry. So I know this is all like procedurally generated, but from what I've heard, it's done well, which is cool. Let's rescue the mom, maybe. This person's got a long blade, a rechargeable long-range subverter, and a sidewinder. I have no idea what that is, so let's just go for it. Boop. Quickly. Right, so now I'm quickly. Practice being cool, alright. If game analysis was a real job, I'd be employed for years. I mean, it's probably a real job in the sense that people do it on YouTube, for instance. There's some people who do it, but it's a pretty niche market. It is, I don't think, really easy. It requires a different attitude than just playing it. You have to pay attention and you have to think about what's happening. It is different to just playing it. So it isn't easy, I think. Practice being cool. Practice terminal. Start practice. In practice mode. Right, so this is like, that's kind of cool. It's like the holodeck. There's, let me just pause out. I always do that. That's cool. I mean, that's good. I need to do that more. I don't play enough games myself, and if I play, I don't really think so much. So, I know that a lot of people don't. Yeah. So I need to practice it, basically, because I just, you know, there's so much you can learn from other people, I think, to make you better. There's a practice mode, which is effectively a holodeck simulation of docked mode. Cool. I guess it's a shader effect. Shader effect to show that it's a simulation. Alright, so resume. Hold left mouse button to hit a guard with your wrench, then pause immediately. Right, okay. Pause now. Paused. Take his gun. It's gonna take me a while, excuse me, to get used to the combat system, I think. Pick up guard, solve, restart practice mode, leave practice mode, collision sensor, okay. Take his key card and the gun, and then equip it. I could equip it with my left, yeah. So let's do left melee and right gun. And then aim at the other guard, release the mouse button to shoot. Ship secured. Aye, Captain. They always miss out on obvious and not so obvious details in games that often hint towards something or just make it clear how game mechanics work, and it sometimes upsets me that people are blind to it. Well, that's what, like, if you're like pretentious about game design, it's the best kind of tutorials are tutorials where people don't realize that they're being instructed. Oftentimes I explain how games work while playing them. Well, that's really good, I think. I should watch your stream more often. So you can, oh, I picked up ammo. I can take a quiet gun, that's nice. So I can, oh, they're both quiet, okay. So actually, because they have the same number of bullets, you can't see that they get equipped. So now, they share ammo, that's why, okay, that's fine. You can pick up the guards and you can like dump them, which is kind of cool. Okay, so the character selection, pause the game, stealth, mechanics include sound. How does this work with walls? It's just a note for myself. With walls, include sound, visibility of player and corpses. Okay, so let's do another practice mode, I guess, or something. Start practice. Excellent violence. That's funny. Yeah, like I saw a little bit of a let's play of this, and it's what struck me as the humor. Next violence. Card Vanderstar, card Wakefield. Yeah. Did I not hit? Enter throw mode. You see where we're going with this? Throw the wrench. Nice. Wonder if you get like. I should remember to zoom in a bit. Personal quest violence. Is it because I'm holding shift? So many wrenches. How did you? That's weird. I thought you could just throw the wrench. You Throsif Spannerfield, I like that. Next violence. Handle this one however you like. Remember, everything cool requires pausing. That's a good pointer. Right, so we've got Randall Violence with his wrench. Collision sensor. Well, that's cool. So that shows you, I guess, that shows you all the dudes. I don't know what else. Collision. Let's remember to get out of there. Collision sensor shows walkable grid and highlights things such as enemies. It's just a bunch of people, huh? Alright, cake has been completed. It was delicious. Let's do this violence. Pick up guard, restart. How did you teleport the item to me? Take the gun, and then is that like how ready they are to shoot me? In which case, sugar. Oh, that didn't go well. Did you just space me? Okay, why could I not shoot again with the gun? Does it have like a reload? Oh, you can steal a keycard if you're close. That's pretty cool. Can I just get that guy? Wait, did I hit that guy by accident? That's pretty funny. Shots can't be heard through walls and closed doors. Audible range is shown by radius in pause mode. Oh, okay, there you go. Oh, no, no, no. That's not what I wanted. Right, I was trying to write this down. Sound. Guns have a loudness rating, e.g. quiet, which isn't audible through walls or closed doors. radius of sound is shown in pause menu. Okay. Let's try and do the tutorial or the practice mission. So I wrenched him pretty good. So I can take his guy. I know I could probably just wrench them, but I want to try and shoot. Take that. Now I have that on my right button. Then I can shoot this guy. Kablamo. And then I guess I can't. Lose. I tried to shoot and it takes me out of the pause mode. That's kind of not great. Although, oh, is that the time to reload? Yeah, and now I should be able to, yeah, okay. I see now. So now I have the gun as well. Does it show? Oh yeah, okay, that's, yeah, it's a pretty big radius, I think. I don't know if that's the range. To cancel aim, note cancels that. Audible range is shown by a radius in pause mode. Wow, that's a big old radius. Right, so let's just shoot this guy. Ship secured. Okay. You're not cool enough for reality. Yeah. Take an easy mission or other practice sims. Let's take an easy mission. Get mission. Get roll. Let's take the easiest mission possible because I don't want to die. Right, so mission select. This is pretty important. Well, we're surely gonna have more of this, but mission selection. Randomly generated missions. Each mission has pay, difficulty, headline, capture X, steal X, hijack X, assassinate X. Mission details. So it's like basically a verb, capture, steal, hijack, assassinate, and then a thing or a person. Steal the Bowden device, capture Temper's Bowden. You can already see here, I think, how it's just by chance that the randomly generated names and stuff are coming up like that. That's fine. It's just interesting. Hijack the Wakefield, so that'd be like a ship. So they must have like a list. They must have a list of different like ways to create different names. So the Wakefield would never come up here. Well, you could maybe steal. No, because hijack is the same as steal, is just a ship. Anyway, so it's got mission details. Capture Temper's Bowden. Aboard a small soaring ship. Alarm responds. The ship cannot flee to a station if the guards sound the alarms. You'll have as long as you like to deal with it. A few guards. Ship is running a skeleton crew. A few guards, not skeleton guards. Non-lethal weapon required. You'll need something that can knock your target out without killing them. Look for items with a concussive trait. Also check the boss's tab to see what kit your target has. Guards have lethal melee weapons. Bosses. Key cards. Guns are typically used to shoot people. Nice. So it says mission details, things like how long to escape after alarm, how many guards there are, etc. Okay, so let's pick the Temperance Boat mission. Accept. Board a small service ship. Right. Leave when you are ready. I am very ready. So then we leave. We can zoom out. So we get a little zoom and scroll. We get a little arrow to indicate the direction of our mission objective. We have, these are the factions, right? Zoom out the scroll, zoom out sufficiently, and you see that the map is split into 4 faction areas, each with separate like nodes. I wonder what the nodes are. I haven't gotten to that point yet. So we'll pass a node now. What is this? Still not used to this. What is that? Is that gonna attack me? It might attack me. Sovereign. What happens if I go here? Can I dock? Doesn't look like it. Pressing E, nothing happens. Yeah, I guess these might be like future missions or something. But yeah, I can't dock. That's alright. I will say each with nodes consisting of space stations. There might be other types of nodes, I don't know yet. Okay, space stations. These do not appear to be collision objects. Zoomed out, they are represented as small suns, I guess. That'll probably be the best way to explain that. So they don't exactly look like spaceships the way your pod looks like a tiny pod. What is this other spaceship that's irrelevant for my quest? Am I trying to... Can I try and dock this? I can. I can bonk it as well. Oh, is that detection systems or something? 30 seconds until capture. Right. I have no idea what I'm doing here. This is not my mission. It's not my mission, I repeat, this is not my mission. Things you can do here: open airlock, remote control your pod, or collision sensor. I don't know what this is. How come you're analyzing this game? Oh, I wanted to play this quite a lot. Hey, Giant Rat Games and hey, Nettleflap. How come I'm analyzing this game? Give me your opinion, Sensei. I shall do. So I have been thinking a little bit about the next game I want to make, and I'm thinking of some kind of space roguelike, and this is a space roguelike. So, and I heard very good things about it, so I'm checking it out just to see if there's anything I can learn from it. So far, so good. What's this stuff? Fuel barrel. Guard. I'm very early in. I'm still very beginnerish. Don't know if there's anything I want here. They'll probably have equipment and stuff. Cargo crate, maybe I want to steal. Level 2, level 3 clearance. I don't know. I think maybe I'll just do a mission first rather than try and hide. Oh, I can steal that. And then go. Nice. And then return to pod. Why not? That's cool. Alright, so let's write that down. You can board. How long is left on your first game? Oh, on Fates of War. About 6 months at least, I think. I'm just thinking ahead, you know. Keeps me sane. You can board random ships that aren't part of your mission. Effectively, this seems to be an optional way to gather resources and equipment, perhaps. I don't know if this would have any kind of adverse effects on my interaction with the different factions. I don't know yet. But let's move on to our actual objective here. Some more ships. Right, so I want to capture this person here. So it is kind of useful that you can brake to match their speed. Yeah. Oh. And yeah, I was right. Hold D, hold that, hold W. Okay. That's really cool. I did not understand what that was. That was amazing. Glorious Bastards is a decent roguelike. What's the setting? When your pod gets hit, there is a minigame to stabilize, repair it. A bunch of damage descriptors pop up, and you need to do things like hold W, hold left mouse button, don't hold A, etc. It is time critical to get it right. So their docking thing, was an alarm, so you had to kind of dock quickly, I guess, before it sets off. Forgot the name, but it was something Bastards and came out this year. All right, so you probably confused it with Inglorious Bastards. I don't know what's it called? Void Bastards. Yes, I thought that. Void Bastards. I haven't played that. Ooh, that looks. Let me just. No. I just want to meet it. Oh, okay. It's a FPS. Looks like. Oh no, it's got a little bit of a similar feel, but it does. The primary game tends to be FPS. It looks like, but it's got like a map like space. Anyway. So we're collaborating on the next project, hence the open check. Well, it would be fun. I need to check what goes on with my main guy, but it would be cool. But yeah, that looks good. I should probably check that out. Maybe drop it on my wish list. It's 20% off now. Wonder how much it is. Maybe too expensive. Oh, it's pretty pricey. £20. I don't know if I can justify that right now. Maybe it'll be on more sale later. You go as prisoners, and when you die it respawns. It's a pure roguelike. Yeah, that's cool. Void Bastards seemed to be like fun for a while, but getting repetitive quick. Maybe I'll check out a Let's Play first, just to see if it's even worth me getting it. I'm sure I'll at least learn something from just looking at a Let's Play. Here. Okay, so let's try and do that again without dying. That would be nice. I would appreciate that. Zoom. Emergency. Pod damage stabilized. Flights a friendly station for repairs. But I want to capture the thing. Can I capture it? Oh, the dock is on the behind. Nice, okay. Here we go. Less dramatically this time. Alright, so... Oh, I didn't want to do that. I'm still getting used to the controls. That's always a struggle for me, to get into the controls for new games. Collision sensor. So that's kind of scanning the map, right? So we've got guards. That's a guard. That's a pilot. He cannot see because he's using the ship controls. He could probably hear us. We've got to capture that guy. I don't know if he'll try to escape or something. So there's key cards. Terminal to unlock all 2 doors. Okay. So there's another guard. And that's me. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, sugar. Sidewinder. Teleporters moves you instantly, but each type has unique limitations. Click anywhere within radius to teleport there, as long as there's a clear route. Route can be long and indirect. Don't know what that does. Rechargeable long-range subverter. Makes turrets, shields, and other electronics work against their owner. Hold down the button to aim, release to subvert. Only uses a charge if successful. That's kind of cool. So we basically have our long blade. It's not that long, so that guy's gonna shoot. It's gonna be hella loud. But we might kill him. We need to... Wait, someone come? We need to get something that stuns people, because our objective is to capture the guy alive. So that might be a problem. Teleport items on the ship to you. So long blade. Did I throw the long blade? No, he just had one. Okay. Right, I'm just gonna pick this guy up, I guess. And put him here. And then, right, I don't really know what to do. Because... So I need the level 1 terminal. Or key card. Where can I do that? That's not a thing. Once told my pal about a space lab game idea. You do biochemical experiments and create different types of creatures, etc. He didn't like it. I like the sound of that. It's an idea that always intrigues me. I kind of wanted that for Fates of War, but it didn't really become like that. I mean for the spell things where you combine spells with elements, that kind of became really limited. The problem is it's really hard to make. Keep the scope simple. Oh wait, there's a key. Right, unlock all level 1 doors. Done. Like a tycoon type of thing, but a space lab. It sounds really cool. You were working on something, That'll Flap, with someone that I think was pretty huge and unfortunately got cancelled, I think. If I remember correctly. Right, so I would like to kill that guy. Because... Oh no. That's a problem. Because if he comes to me, I don't currently have anything I can stun him with. That's a problem. He decided on a different life path, so we dropped it. That's a shame. Always sucks when things get cancelled. Right, I could get this guy. Take long blade. Video games! It was a sci-fi RPG. Nice. Hey Bite Man, I'm checking out Heat Signature. There's no... I need a friggin' gun. Not a gun, I need something to stun him with. Non-lethal, you know? But there isn't anything. Can I leave and come back? Those aren't things. Yeah, I probably have to because I don't know what else to do. So it's like, I wonder if they'll be confused when they find their people like murdered here. Can I space them? No, that's. I can take them onto my thing. Open airlock. No, that's just this. Pick up guard. Yeah, so drop the guard. Yeah, I can take the guards with me. I don't know why, but then return to pod, I guess. Right, we need to get home. Where is home? There's home. Yeah, in space you don't need to keep thrusting to keep moving. So that's what I thought. Oh no, we went too far. We need to dock without dying. So that's kind of a tricky one. So what are we analyzing about the game? Anything specific? Not really. I'm just trying to, I guess, kind of reverse engineer the design document. And just literally describing what it is. To see if there's anything I can learn from it. And just practice doing it for myself, you know? Mission objectives can be unattainable in the current state. For instance, if the objective is to capture a person, then you might need a concussive weapon to incapacitate them. Then this is your responsibility. So that's kind of cool. So basically we are stealing ideas today. Yes! What did she say? Something like, imitation is the most sincere form of flattery? Something like that. You should also do sales research and see what people like and hate about it. That's true, yeah. I don't know what the sales numbers for this are, but I've only heard good things about it. It's got, yeah, it's done very well actually. 4,000 reviews on Steam. And it's very positive, 93% positive out of all those. So that's really good. Right, so can we buy a thing? Copyright infringement is the best form of flattery. Price range, pretty cheap, I think. Heat signature was £11 for me. I don't know how much that is in United States schmeckles. Not much more, 12, 13, something like that. Gun shop, gadget shop, misc shop. Browse gun shop. Can we sell stuff? Sell for 0, great. Can we sell the actual long blade? Is it the same? They're all the same, right? So sell the one I'm using and keep the free one. Galaxy brain. Can we just buy this wrench? Because it's concussive. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Now we can do the mission. Oh, it was in the misc shop. And let's go back to it. So the mission hasn't failed just because we left, it seems. That's just the EU, so 44,000, that's just the EU Steam, so they could have made up to 100,000 if US sales were similar. What, where are you getting that information? Turn on sovereign territory. Break a bit. Right, I need to make sure we don't get stuck there in the danger zone again. The docking's kind of tricky. I don't have the hang of it yet. Just price by reviews for a rough estimate. How did you get to that estimate, if that makes sense? Oh, well, I don't want to carry these guards with me all the time. I'll leave you here. Anyway, so we've got a long blade and we've got a long range subverter, but maybe for now we'll put. We need to remember to use the wrench with the right button. Let's maybe like kill the pilot. Review has been sales or about as close to as possible. Oh, you mean you just took the number of reviews and multiplied it by the sale amount? Well, there'll be like a lot more sales than reviews because there's not many people that actually review. There'll be many more people that bought it versus the ones that reviewed it. So he is down there. So, we've got some gun ammo. Surface information is the only real way to know without asking them directly. Yeah, but I mean, you could make, so you would say for sure they made at least X amount. Although, of course, a lot of their sales will be on sale, so not full price. So you have to make an estimate. So you can say that 4,000 reviews means 4,000 copies have been sold, but you don't know at which price. And you also don't know how many people have bought it without leaving a review. So actually, most of the sales will not have been at full price, but also there have been loads more people that bought it that never reviewed it. Does that make sense? Can we just take the long blade off? No, we can't. But we can replace it. So now we've got just the wrench. We're gonna smack this fool in the face. Where's the guns? Oh, there's a gun. Right, I'm gonna teleport that to me. Generally 45,000 sales at 10, 20 pounds basically. Well, it'll be more than that. I'm confident. Much more. Like, depending on who you ask. Some people say it's like 50 sales to a review. I don't know if it's quite that high, but I don't know, at least 5. Like, that would be super conservative, I would think. I guess we just run in. Oh, we need to do the key. Minus tax, etc. to give a rough idea of the market. Yeah, I just think it's too low. But tax doesn't, tax is irrelevant in this case. Nice animation. Alright, so let's capture you. Boom! Nice. Game canon releases are also a good way to check the health of a genre. Not for Steam. What do you mean not for Steam? But yeah, game canon releases. Health of a genre is a tough one because it depends what you mean. If the count of releases is really high, then that's probably too late. If you're trying to chase a trend, it's a tough one, I think. There are a few articles of people who say each review is equal to between 40 and 65 copies sold. Hey, Isolate. Yeah, I've heard, I think I've read similar articles to that when I've done my research. So I've never released on Steam before, so I don't actually know for sure. They have loads like 10 to 20 coming out soon in 1 to 2 years. Exactly. So if you see that, it's probably not the time to start a farming sim. Most of those are tracing Stardew Valley success. Yes, and they will probably not be as successful. But some of them will be, I think. But unless they come up with something new or do it way better, I don't think they'll do very well. It's tough. It's more like, I don't know. It depends on what you're trying to do. If you've got a really quick turnaround, then maybe you could get it. You could capitalize on momentum, but otherwise it'd be quite tricky, I think. my time at Porsche did it pretty good. Yes, but how many others didn't? I'm not saying none of them will. We don't. Oh yeah, we do need Temperance Pudding actually. And Graveyard Keeper kept up the buck too. Do you keep hours put into a game? It'll be important for tax purposes. What do you mean by that? Delivered to friendly station. Nice. Doop. And then we return to mod. I guess we don't bonk. Yeah, I guess it looks like you don't bonk when you're zoomed out, I think. Let's see where I wrote about that. I guess, but you're not taxed until you earn in this country, so any work that's unpaid doesn't get taxed, I think. If you put 1,000 hours into a game, you cut that out of the tax. You only tax profits as far as I know. I don't exactly understand what you guys are talking about. But I am a chartered accountant, so I should be able to be fine. Don't jinx myself with that, but yeah. Right, so let's go home, deliver this dude. If you have an accountant, you should. No, I am an accountant. It's really hard to control. I think if I made something, I would sacrifice the realism for feel good, basically. It's nice that it auto chugs you in there. Docking to your home base is made easier because when you get close enough and match the velocity enough, the game auto docks for you. This game is the exact example of my own, little in terms of scope, but crazy in terms of depth. Yeah, I need to, obviously I haven't experienced this yet, but I'm interested to see where the depth is. Could you like just hint at it, Giant Rat? Where the depth lies? Is it like the different kind of equipment and stuff? Wouldn't selling a game, even as an indie dev, mean you have to pay tax on profit? Yes, it would. In general. Oh, are you talking about when I said tax was irrelevant? I meant tax was irrelevant for estimating sales. Customization from what I can see. Okay. How does that work in Scotland? I'm curious. No, it's nothing. It's nothing weird. I think maybe you guys just latched onto that when I said tax was relevant. It's irrelevant for estimating sales, and because like taxes are different in different countries, it doesn't make sense to deduct tax from your sales estimates because you know. The tax rates are different, but the number of copies sold is the same. How applies to a non-business person selling them? Again, that will be different country to country, but in the UK, you still would have to. You can not be a business but still perform a trade. So if you make, and usually most countries have a amount, an annual amount that isn't taxable. So if you don't sell enough, you wouldn't have to pay tax. However, make this very clear, none of this is tax advice. You basically need to speak to someone that knows your tax regime and what you should do. But in general, you have to pay taxes on the business income you get, whether or not you have a company registered. That tends to be the case. I think the best advice is to probably seek out an accountant. Okay, so now we're back in our base and we can carry him to the drop point. Just deposit him here, I guess. Bloop. He's been deposited. Right, so mission complete. Objective delivered to medical. Crew killed 3, non-target crew harmed 3, living witnesses 0, alarm 0, injury suffered 0. So it gives us a little rating, gives us a mission time, gives us pay, right? On completion, you get a little summary of your performance. E.g., so does this game have a story? It's hard to tell at the moment, but I think the core is that it's like randomly generated story. So you have like personal missions that your current character wants to do, and then you randomly generate just regular missions. But I don't know yet if there's an overarching plot. There was something introduced in the beginning, and I don't know how that will be developed. Maybe that kind of goes somewhere. It probably does, because otherwise it would be a bit weird not to have included it. So, you think flying around and docking adds a lot to this game? I think at the moment, no, not really. I feel like it seems the most important part of the game is the action that takes place when you're docked. That's the impression I'm getting so far. No plot can make it repetitive because you'll feel like there's no progress. Yeah, exactly. It's a tough one, I guess, for a roguelike, because it's not really what you're there for, but without it, it's not fun either. I mean, if you look at like Binding of Isaac, I think it technically has a plot, but I never pay attention to it. I think the progress, there's literal progress in the fact you have to unlock everything, and that is enough for a game like that. But then different games might have different circumstances. Binding of Isaac is a very good game. Yeah. It has a map. Well, it does. It does and it doesn't. It doesn't really, I don't think. You see the ending cinematics for Isaac, and a lot of people have like analyzed it and stuff, but it's not. It's just obfuscated behind the game's part. Yeah, like it's one of these where you kind of, I guess, have to interpret it yourself. So you could call that a story or not, but it's not like you make progress really. I guess you unlock a new area like the womb or kind of the chest and all this kind of stuff, but I don't think it really is the main point. I'd remove that and add locations on a map. As far as I can see, that's more annoying than fun. I see what you mean, Nettleflap. It is, yes, you could do like an overworld kind of thing, like Super Mario World or something, where you just select a kind of a level on a map. But maybe it will be developed further, I don't know. What do you think the definition of a roguelike and roguelite is? I can't remember. There's a YouTube video by Game Maker's Toolkit that's probably summarizes it for me. I don't really care that much. Some people get really mad if you call something a roguelike and it has something, or maybe like it doesn't have permadeath or something, and they get really mad because it's not a roguelike. I don't really care that much. I don't think it's important. I understand why people do think it's important, but I just don't think it's important. All right, so we completed the mission. If we go to the job listings, we get a whole new set of missions. I find it kind of funny when people get mad about the definitions. Like, definitions are important, but you need to pick your moment, I think. That's my opinion. Maybe that's a cop-out, but that's where it is. Fight me. So What does that mean? So that's got a face. It's got the what's she called? Can't remember what she was called. Phaser or something. Genres aren't supposed to gatekeep the genre. They're just guidelines and not rules. Well, exactly. Like if you're, I guess that's kind of a good point. Actually, if you make something that doesn't fit the genre entirely, is that your problem because you've mislabeled it, or is it interesting because you've come up with something new? Like, yeah, fair enough. If you make a racing game and call it a first-person shooter, you're just dumb for mislabeling it. But if you were the first to make a shooter / RPG, then you could still call it an RPG, but it would be a shooter as well, and it would be not the totally correct label, but it would be useful still. Same with books, films, and music. People defend what they care about, but it is helpful to find games. Yeah, you're right, Genra. Right, so what does this mean? Note from Fiasco. Oh, she's called Fiasco, wasn't it? Wasn't she? I made an FPS and called it a racing game. Those looking for it would get confused and angry that it's not what they wanted. That's true. That is true. But I don't really talk about... That's not exactly what I mean. I guess it would be more like if it's like a small thing, like maybe roguelike. Roguelikes, for instance, people might say they have to be procedurally generated, and then someone makes a thing with permadeath and randomly generated characters, but the levels are always the same. And some people might get mad and say that's not a true roguelike. That's kind of what I mean. So I see your point about mislabeling things and then making them hard to find. That would be legitimate, I think. Innovating always challenges the status quo of genre, otherwise it would just stagnate and die. Yep, that's true. With roguelikes, the genre has split into 2 distinct clusters. Hey, Red Axter, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. One cluster around the older stuff and another cluster around Isaac. Yeah, is that so? I'm not plugged in enough to know, but I could see that. So this ship's been on my radar as a lead on your target Redgate quickly. Oh, is this my personal mission? I don't care if you do the mission, but get on board and check out the terminal I've marked. It'll save my people some work, and I'll knock 40 credits off my fee, whatever the currency is. Alarm response, light reinforcements. If the alarm is triggered, a series of increasingly powerful contractors will arrive at the ship's helipad and search for you. Serious guard kit. Some of the guards on this ship require special equipment or tactics to deal with. Read the guards and boss's tab to make sure you have what you need, or a very clever idea. Oh my goodness, I am not ready for that. So this seems to be... How do I check out my, like, personal mission? Personal mission. Talk to Seder Fiasco. That's the woman we were first. Hey, you need something. Found you to my mom. Heard you can help. Probably. Send me the details. I'll put some feelers out. Done. My fee's 200 credits. I'll start now, but come back when you got the money and I can start telling you where to look. Alright, okay, this is cool. E.g. Right, I was in the middle of writing something. On completion of a mission, you get a little summary of your performance. For example, enemies killed, enemies alerted, time taken, etc. Okay. Personal missions appear to be a bit more complicated than randomly generated missions. So it was interesting because actually the information there in the randomly generated mission, it came before I'd actually spoken to Seder Fiasco about my personal mission. So it was weird because she said, I'm gonna knock 40 credits off your fee. I was like, what fee? I don't understand. So it's fair enough, but it was just interesting to note that. Where was I? probably would have kept personal to not be random, but keep non-key ones to be random. I see what you mean. It depends. I don't really know enough of how this is gonna go, but I don't know. I don't know if this is random or non-random yet. It's hard to tell because so far that's pretty. This could be randomly generated still. The randomly generated mission. My first character was to rescue Mother from Foundry. This requires interaction with Seder Fiasco. Tutorial character who requires 200 credits for more information. Random key story related stuff would be a pain, but other random stuff allows for different experiences pre-key story. Well, there's pros and cons to either. So non-randomly generated stories would be better quality because there's a human doing it rather than just randomly pieced together things. But of course, the longevity is less because once you've played it, you've played it. Randomly generated stuff has the potential to last longer because it could be a number of combinations. However, the problem with randomly generated stuff is frequently it starts feeling the same. Like in the missions, there might be, I've already noted the verbs I've got. I've got capture something, steal something, hijack something, assassinate someone. It's all kind of similar. Even if you put different names on it and make the ships look different, it's all going to feel pretty similar. So you kind of probably need some overarching plot or something to make it worthwhile. Random becomes harder to control. Well, yeah, it's the benefit of designing it yourself is that you know exactly what you're getting, and it's like if you know a story has to have certain components to make sense and to feel good. So when a human designs it, chances are better that it'll make sense. Whereas randomly generated stories can be, you know, they can be not appealing to humans. Yikes, that's a lot of money. Yeah, sorry to be a mercenary, but my people need paying. Intel comes from betrayal. Betrayal is expensive. Alrighty. I wouldn't call my game a roguelike, but closer to Persona in terms of dungeoning and random. I can't remember if you've just told me about your game before, Giant Rat Games. Could you just explain a bit? Let's check our job listings. Right, so the missions stay here. So, this ship's been on my radar. Is a lead on your target? Okay, quickly. I don't care if you do the mission, but get on board and check out the terminal I've marked. It'll save my people some work and I'll knock 40 credits off my fee. 8 guards with concussive guns and heat sensors, so they can detect you. 6 bosses. Shields and stuff. I wonder if I can sneak on. I was stuck in a rut about where to take it since it's early days, and keeping scope to reasonable is hard. It is definitely hard, yeah. Let's check this out and see if I can get to the... I'm not going to be able to do the thing, but maybe I could check out the terminal. I don't know. Realized what I was trying to be or feel like. Now I fully know what it is. That's cool. Try and intercept. Still find docking kind of tricky. Ah. Come on, you can do it. Come on, come on, come on. Nice, okay. I can't say it because the theme of it hasn't been done, but the genre is not new. Interesting. There's an easily skip tutorial system in the bottom right of the initial area. Yeah, I checked that out. I did it, actually. But yeah, it was, like John Rad says, it's having skippable tutorials or dialogue for second playthroughs is a good idea. Watching streamers, that's one of the things that annoys them the most. Yeah, or especially like speedrunners, like non-skippable dialogue and cutscenes. Hoo-wee. Right. What controller pods? 70%. Is that the fuel? Right. What? Oh my goodness. Oh, easy peasy, right? There's no way I can do that. Heat sensors. Reflects all incoming attacks. Yeah, no, that's gonna be a hard pass for me. Can I sneak? Probably not. Are they just coming for me? No. But they are just... So they're just gonna stand there, right? I've watched streams of this game where people didn't see the tutorial and struggled through stuff for a long time without grasping the key game mechanics. Right, okay, so like the combat when docked. Well, I still haven't really used that, for instance, the rechargeable long-range searcher. But maybe it's not the best idea to do that here. No, honey, I'm not playing games. This is game dev analysis, I swear. Hey, Slater. She knows I'm playing games. She knows fine well. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not suicidal. Wonder if I can pick up another mission then. Let's try a medium one or something maybe. Get a mission. Abort. I guess that doesn't. That didn't do anything. It didn't say you're now a poopy head. Hijack. What does that mean? Glitch back guarantee. This client will instantly teleport you out if you're about to be injured in any way, so there's no risk in attempting the mission. The ship will escape though, so the mission will be cancelled. That's crazy. That's really cool. Let's look at this medium one. Capture Crater Asante. So that's another one where we have to capture someone. Ship cannot flee to station. Ship is running a skeleton crew. Serious guard kit. And non-lethal. Okay, so that's actually said there in the mission briefing. That's pretty good. Guns, bosses. Rigged with explosives to detonate if hit with lethal damage. Non-lethal attacks are safe. Alright, so wrench time. How you doing anyway, Slater? Does it have... Can't tell if it's got fuel that... I can't tell if fuel is only a thing if you get damaged or if it's always a thing. Ooh, jeepers. Right, so we need to dock. Get out of that stuff. They're gonna shoot you in the face. Oh, that's a tough dock. Nice. But I am a hero and genius. Doing okay, day 4 of no drinking. The alcohol withdrawal symptoms are finally going away. Good for you. Good for you. Keep at it. The guard. Boss. Bunch of key cards. He said taking a tidy sip of vodka. Shh, you can just pretend it's water just to make you feel better. Is that alright? Hot damn, this is a big old nasty ship. Right, let's see if I can... Foreseeable future. Well, let's kill the normal guards and just wrench the other dudes. Pick him up, drop him here. Ah, no, no, no! I didn't wanna undock. Right. So I got some more quiet gun. You know what this game needs more of? Overlay windows. Is that a joke? That it's got a lot of overlay windows. I guess I could shoot people actually. So I could shoot with my mouse and wrench the explosive dudes. It is indeed a funny joke. A funny joke. Right, are you gonna move somewhere? Can I... What does the long-range subverter do? Is there anything I can subvert? I want to subvert something. Right, you go somewhere. I'm gonna destroy your buddy. So this guy needs wrenched. That's what he needs. Oh, I didn't get the key card. Where's the key card? Oh, there's a key card. Right. What's this? Nothing. Doop doop. Oh, he's back. God damn it. You continue doing your shenanigans. Oh, no, he's going. No, he's not. I wonder how big the... Did it say? Didn't say how big a range it would be. Yeah, I can hit him. Boop. And then I'm gonna shoot this guy because I can. Nice. Has barely any. It's quite a lot of overlay windows. Rimworld has a lot more. I'm sure there's more. Hey, Sizzler, how you doing? Are you shocked to see me playing games? This ain't Fates of Art, you're right. Teleport items, there's a bunch of quiet guns. I don't need quiet guns. Yeah, I redesigned it. Do you like it better now? So what can I want to subvert something. What, I don't know. Did I accidentally subvert the door? That, I don't know what that means. What is this? Guard? No. Space of Urt. This looks interesting. If anyone is interested in checking it out, I'll be a nice boy and link y'all. Wrench, gun. Urts of space. Hell yeah. So I think I got the key card, right? So now I just gotta get in here. So that's a guy who I can shoot, but I might as well just wrench him. Oh, that did not work. So I have to shoot him, which is not good because that might sound the alarm. Got some rounds, that's okay. Collision sensor doesn't show me anything special. Alright, so there's just a bunch of quiet guns. There's a guy who I want to capture, and then another guy who I can just kill. He goes walkabout, doesn't he? So I could just long blade this guy. I forgot I need to pause. That's nice. Bonk. That feels good. Right, is there... Can I loot? And there's just a guy who's piloting the thing, so he'll be pretty easy to kill. I guess I could do that. Or like wrench him at least. Bonk. So I've secured the ship. Got some ammo. I could fly the ship, but I don't know what that does. Don't think anything useful. Probably should check it out. So just get this guy to my pod first and then I'll go to there. So, right, so he's been dropped and I'm just gonna quickly go and check if flying the ship does anything. If so, what? At least I'm getting a hang of the combat, so that's cool. E, fly the ship. Set course for nearest one, I guess. Why not? So just kind of, I don't know, will this just... Yeah, it just takes us home on autopilot, I guess. Don't really know what the use of that is. I suppose actually there are missions where you're supposed to hijack the ship, that's it. Makes sense. I may as well just jump out and do this myself. Hello, what is Game Analysis Day like? It's interesting. It's weird streaming. It's weird streaming a game. It's very unusual, but it's been fun. Oh, nice. That just flew over. But hello, Ken. It's good to see you. Okay, the drop point. Drop. Completed. So crew killed, non-target crew harmed, living witnesses none, alarm 0, injury suffered 0, time 5, and got my pay. Nice. So then buy some guns and stuff. Armor piercing rounds. Acid trap places a trap at your feet that strips armor off of enemies. That's kind of cool. That's 16 bucks. If you lose your pod but somehow make it back here, this is what it costs to replace. Interesting. Crash trap. Places a trap at your feet that permanently disables a guard's electronic kit when they step on it, including shields. That's pretty cool. So we've seen some guards with shields. That might be pretty good. Where's armor? Effective against armored guards. That's pretty cool. Quite a shotgun. Do we need shotgun rounds? Preston standard rounds, standard guns. I don't know what kind of armor or ammo it takes. Sidewinder is like a teleporter, it looks like. Yeah. Yeah, let's see how this. Right, I'm gonna have to wrap it up here for today though. This was really fun. I enjoyed heat signature and I enjoyed analyzing it. It was cool. I might play it, I probably will play it some more actually, just to get into it and maybe see, understand more about the long game. I think that would be good. So I don't know when I'll stream it. Probably just whenever I just find some time and feel like it. Mostly I'll just continue working on Fates of Work because that's where I should put my effort. So if there's anyone new here, usually I develop my game Fates of Work, which you can check out there or on Steam. I'm gonna stream again tomorrow, so hope to see you guys then if you're around. If not, that's okay too. It was, yeah, basically had a fun time analyzing it. I've got a lot of notes to look at. I don't know if I should publish them, as in like link them somewhere, or just drop them on my Discord or something. I don't know if anyone's interested, but yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed doing that, so I might do it some more. For now, we're gonna go raid Stoiksoft, who is working on RP dev for GTA 5 using Alt-V. I don't really understand what that is, but he's a cool guy, so let's go over there and check him out. Hope everyone has a good day. Catch y'all later.